filthy animals, Mr. Dirty, back with another episode of the GTM show, and today we're going to be covering a recent viewer request, just because this place is super accessible to us, so this is like really easy to do. This one's going to Jackie S. Shout out to Jackie S. for requesting this one. She hit us up in the comment section, one of our pizza videos, I forget which one right now, but told us to check out the Trader Giotto's pizzas from Trader Joe's. And she suggested the Margherita, the 3 cheese, or the 4 cheese formaggi. They had all of them there. Just the first one that looked pretty good to me, seems simple and a good starting point to go through with this. This is going to be the Pizza Margherita. So there you go. That's the package you're looking for if you're looking for this in stores. And once again, thanks Jackie for requesting this. As far as the description on here, they're just telling us it's handmade, cooked in wood-burning ovens, and ready in a few minutes, and then they tell you that in like a few other languages. So the reason why I picked this one over some of the other ones was on the back, as I was looking at the list of ingredients on these, this one for toppings actually had like slices of mozzarella on the pizza, it said, where the other ones had like shredded mozzarella and stuff like that. And they had the, I think the formaggio didn't even have mozzarella at all. It had 4 other different cheese blends on it. So yeah, this looks really good. This looks like a homemade pizza right here with like hand tossed dough. And that's pretty much what they show you on the back, but they got these exact same 4 pictures on the back of all their pizzas. So don't be fooled by that. Now for heating instructions, here's something that you don't usually see on a pizza like this. We've got conventional oven instructions. It says for best results, preheat oven to 425 for 10 minutes. Why they put a time on that, I have no idea. I asked some of the staff here, they suggested that maybe because some people just turn the oven on to 425 and throw the frozen pizza in there at that point in time, that maybe that's why they want you to wait 10 minutes, to give the oven 10 minutes to even get close to 425 before trying to stick this in there. I have no idea. Or maybe they want us to crank it up to 425 and leave it for 10 minutes before putting the pizza in there. Vague instructions here just to start off with. Who knows what that 10 minutes is? Don't know. We're just going to preheat it to 425, and when it's preheated, we're throwing it in. Remove plastic wrap, then place the frozen pizza directly on the oven rack and bake for 7 minutes or until the cheese begins to bubble. And for a crispier crust, bake 1 additional minute. We probably won't be doing that. Probably going to yank this out at the 7-minute mark. But the odd part that I was getting to, there's microwave instructions on here. It says to heat on high for 4 to 5 minutes or until heated thoroughly. And yeah, a big ass frozen pizza like this, they want you to stick maybe in the microwave if you're that desperate. I don't know who the fuck would do that. Before we go sticking this in the oven though, let's take a look at the frozen product. So bam, there's what you get outside of the box. You can see the slices of mozzarella that I was talking about there. And then there also seems to be like some crumbles of something else going on. Maybe Parmesan, Romano, something like that, shaved off onto it. And sauce. Alright, simple. Alright, so I'm going to go throw this in the oven. Wait about 7 minutes. For you it would be more like a second. And then we're going to come back and see what we got. Stick around. Alright guys, we're back. We've got our Trader Giotto's from Trader Joe's Pizza Margherita out of the oven, where it's been in there for about 7 minutes. And we've only had it here in front of us for maybe like 1 minute. We did opt to skip the step where we leave it in there for an extra minute to make a crispier crust. I want it to be a little bit kind of doughy, but to be honest with you, it's very, yeah, almost crackerish. It definitely is like cracker-like in texture, crust-wise, but the body of the pizza seems to be a little soft. I think instead of holding the pizza up, we're going to go up close and personal. I'm going to tilt the camera and give you a closer look. Alright, so there you go. That's what you get after 7 minutes in the oven. Cooked very thoroughly. As you see, the cheese, it didn't spread out very much from what it already was. I believe they said something about the crust were already pre-fired in a wood-burning oven. I guess probably before this was ever topped. Yeah, everything's cooked thoroughly now, mixed nicely. There does seem to be a little bit of, maybe I'm going to guess that that's oregano, something like that. A little sprinkled across the top, but yeah. Looking like a handmade, homemade pizza right here. Maybe even something that like maybe your mother or grandmother would have made for you like after school, something like that. Yeah, looking good. Alright, let's pop back up to FaceTime, cut this up, give it a taste. Alright, so there you go, the Pizza Margherita, looking pretty good. Let me cut this up into a few slices, and we're going to give it a taste test. Alright, I've cut myself a nice small piece out of there, down the hatch. I practically demolished the whole thing there. The mozzarella cheese, that's the flavor that stands out the most to me on this. It's not very melty. Like I said, it didn't spread out. It's a very thick piece of mozzarella they threw on there. And yeah, it didn't spread out. It's not very stretchy like I thought it was going to be from the touch. I thought it was going to be stretchy. I mean, it even got bubbles in it from where it was cooking in the oven. And usually, you know, at the point to where the cheese is bubbling, it's done. So at the point that this pizza would be considered done, yeah, the mozzarella slices that are on there, it didn't spread out, it didn't get real melty, it had no stretch. It's very flavorful, which leads me to believe that it's not a shitty quality mozzarella, but without the meltiness and the stretch to it and all that kind of stuff, it just doesn't seem to have the right texture of a very high quality mozzarella. So I would say it's like an in-between. Now the sauce, they got a really good pizza sauce going on here. I would even say it's better than what they got going on at DiGiorno's. It's better than a lot of the pizza sauces that we get from like the fast food pizza places around here. I would say that the chefs, cooks, whatever you want to call them, the people working in the laboratories that come up with these recipes for these guys, they know what's up. And depending on the amount of sugar that you put into your recipe for your pizza sauce, or even like tomato sauce, like spaghetti sauce, whatever, the amount of sugar that you add in there, that it could really lead itself one way or another between like a super bitter or something that's too sweet, or even something that just gives you really bad heartburn, tears you up. Now the crust that they've gone with on here, the actual dough itself, like I say, the outside got a little hard, a little cracker-like, where it's crispy and crunchy, but as soon as you get towards that outer crust and you get into the dough itself underneath, it's still soft. At 7 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes, this would have been like just crunchy, the whole thing crunchy. But right now, pulling it out as we did at the 7-minute mark exactly, we still have like a little bit of a doughy, chewy texture going on in the crust. And you can taste the herbs that are on there. So for a simple pie, mind you, just like sliced mozzarella and maybe a little shaved too, because that doesn't seem like oregano or Parmesan, the little bits that are on there. It just seems like a bit more mozzarella actually. The sauce and just the bread. Cheese sauce and bread. This is above average quality. And what size is this? Okay, here the Trader Giotto's from Trader Joe's is a 10-inch pie. Where the DiGiorno's is an 11-inch pie. And this was under $5. I think this was like $4.70, something like that. So it's extremely good in both flavor, quality, and price. So would I buy this again? Definitely. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Alright, so there you have it. It's the Pizza Margherita from Trader Giotto's at Trader Joe's. Go out and give that a try. I'm Mr. Dirty. This is GTM Show. Don't forget you can buy Knucklehead shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheRealMrDirty. And as always, get out of here. Go have a rotten day.